Hi everyone, it's Lada from Astrology.com with your October 2016 horoscopes. And before I start, very quickly two announcements. Come and join me on the 15th of October, the month of love, the month of Libra, the month of relationships. I'm going to be doing a 3 to 4 hour webinar together with Trifon Nikolov on lovers and marriage. This will be a very special webinar. We're gonna talk about compatibility, but from a very different level. We're going to talk about the points of love, the points of Eros, the points of attraction in the horoscope, with the points of marriage as well. This is information you won't find available around. This is very ancient information. It's based on the Egyptian or Hermetic, also called Arabic points of love, which is actually the real, how do I say, the top level. You don't even need to know any astrology, but this is the top level compatibility, that if you learn only those 4 or 5 points of love and relationships and marriage that exist in each horoscope and compare them with someone else's horoscope, this is all you need to know about compatibility basically. You'll be able to know whether someone can be your marriage spouse, lover, whether you can have chemistry or not. So those 3 or 4 hours will focus on that on the 15th of October. Come and join us just for $69. And also those of you who want to join me or who want to see after that a recording of my webinar, just $29 on stelliums. Stelliums, if you have 4 or more planets together close in your horoscope. These are pioneers, these are people with a very special mission in their life. And there is very little information out there on stelliums. And if you happen to be one of those people like me who has 4 or more planets together conjunct very close in their horoscope, within one area of their horoscope, we're going to talk about what your mission is. And we're going to talk how you can deal with that extra charge energy of the stelliums and how to approach such people. This is only $29, and I'm putting links for both of those webinars here. My fellow Aries, anyone who has their ascendant on the moon in Aries, October is going to be quite a dynamic month for us, but in the positive sense, because we're cardinal sign, and this is a cardinal month. What does it mean? Cardinal is about starting new things, and there will be 4 planets out of the 7 traditional planets. They'll be in cardinal signs, basically activating us very strongly as Aries. Activating us for what? For action. That's what we're made for, as cardinal signs, especially as Aries, to act, to move forward, to make things happen, to get things, to start new initiatives. And we'll have the Sun, we'll have Jupiter, we'll have Mercury and Mars on those angles in our horoscope. If we're here, Aries, Jupiter, Mercury and the Sun will be in our 7th house of relationships here, and Mars will be up there in our 10th house, and those angular houses triggering us, you know, really activating us to move and to push and to kind of, we might feel a little bit frustrated because the energy is the one that, how does one start some new things when there is a push, when there is an inner unrest in them, when there is this kind of desire to explode from inside. And that's how planets that activate our cardinal houses are gonna do it. And now let's start with the conjunction of Sun, Mercury and Jupiter in our 7th house. Well, 7th house is other people. So October is not about us. I know we Aries want it to be all about us, but October is about others. And if you want to prosper in October, you have to cooperate with others, you have to combine your powers with others, you have to reach out with others, or somehow your success will be dependent on associates, on partners, whether it's marriage, business, or any kind of people that you can cooperate for some kind of project together. So this is how you can have new beginnings, but they happen to you through others, by searching either for advice, reaching out to people coming to you and offering you ideas and reaching out with you, and you having to cooperate with them. So stay open for people, for others coming and offering something to you or being willing to cooperate. And Jupiter is already in our 7th house, will stay there till October 2017. Whatever Jupiter is, this is where opportunities come to us. So those opportunities are guaranteed that they will be positive, they will be beneficial in some way, because this is what Jupiter's energy. Jupiter is abundance in some way, or clarity or wisdom. So someone or something, someone or partner, business will bring us some kind of clarity, will bring us some kind of information, some kind of opportunity that can become even financial financially abundant for us in the long term. And even relationships, one-to-one personal relationship can become a source of support for us, Aries, starting from October. Especially in October is very strong because two other planets are activating, Jupiter and the 7th house. The Sun, whatever the Sun passes through, this is where we have a renewal of energy. So there will be a renewal of relationships, maybe new beginnings for your Aries in regards to relationships. There will be a new moon there. So especially from the beginning of October, on the 1st of October, there is a new moon in your 7th house. And so there might be new beginnings, new relationships, new business partnerships or personal partnerships of some sort as well. And stay open for them and Jupiter can also liberate you from some relationships that feel oppressive because Jupiter is planet of freedom. But because Mercury will also be in the 7th house, there is an ancient rule which is called Gemini astrology. When Jupiter and Mercury are together in the same sign, they activate it for positive. They start manifesting on the material level in the positive, in regards to positive, whatever can be positive in that house. So what does it mean? We can benefit. Some of you might meet an important partner, especially if your ascendant is in Aries, to a lesser degree Sun or Moon. This can be a personal or business partner, someone that is very important in your life in October. While Mercury and both Jupiter and Mercury, when they're together, they're the planets of manifestation according to ancient astrology. And this works. I've tested it many times. And there will be, a few more times they'll have this configuration together. So, but October is the first opening in regards to relationships, new love coming, new partnerships. It can be like signing of a contract you wanted to sign for a long time. And now finally you are able to close it. Something happens, something moves there. Or it might be some sale that goes through. 7th house is exchange of goods, exchange of services of any sort. This is the marketplace of traders, of business people as well. When you have to interact with others on one-to-one basis. And when Mercury and Jupiter, the two manifesting planets, are in your 7th house, well, either partnerships will happen of some sort, cooperations, help and support from another person, relationships. Some of you might get married even, some of you might meet someone who becomes a contractual partner. Some of you might have some agreements of a sort that are important. But with everything 7th house, there is the need for compromise. Jupiter will be activating Aries from the 7th house till October 2017. But all those opportunities, and especially October 2016, this is really strong because all the other planets, they're in the 7th house. But it's very important to remember that those opportunities that come to you will need for you not to be a stubborn Aries nature as usual and try to do everything on your own, or try to have everything on your own terms, but to be willing to compromise. What those opportunity comes, you have to be willing to compromise and to be fair, to give what is due to the other person or to the other party, rather than try to play tricks or try to just take it all for yourself, for example. But October is a month to receive support from others, is to cooperate, to partner, to pay attention to your relationships. Something very important in regards to relationships will happen as well in a positive way, and new beginnings there. Or if you're a business person, contract, agreement starts moving. And another thing, Aries, all the 5 planets which we're working here with, the 5 visible planets, because they give the visible results. Uranus, Neptune and Pluto, they are invisible planets, so they work on the psychological level. But Venus, Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter and Mars, they're the 5 visible traditional planets that rule everything visible in this world. So everything from every piece of grass to every piece of hair is ruled by one of those 5 planets. And all of them in October moving direct. This is a rare time when all the important planets are in a direct motion. And for Aries, this is great news, because what do Aries want? To move ahead, to move forward, not to be stagnant, to get new ideas. Aries is great about new ideas, and now all those 5 planets moving direct are allowing us to move forward. Also, our planet is moving direct, Mars, but all the other 5 planets are. And this immediately indicates that great time for new beginnings. Great time to move ahead, great time to get new initiatives and get inspired to move forward rather than to repeat old lessons. We've been doing that a lot over the summer and the spring of 2016. Repeating lessons, or seeing the consequences of certain actions from the past and having to learn the hard way with so many, with Saturn, with Saturn, with Mars, with Jupiter, Mercury retrograde. But now everything is moving forwards. And let us move forwards as well, guys. But remember, Remember, cooperate with others. Things come to you through others, and we have to make some compromise as well. And the great news is as well, Mars, our planet, wherever Mars goes, this is where we as Aries are focused. It's going to be in our 10th house for 2 months approximately. And the next time Mars will be in our 10th house will be in the 2.5 years. So once in the 2.5 years, Mars transits Capricorn, which is the 10th house for Aries, whether it's your ascendant, sun or moon, is the 10th sign from the ascendant, sun or the moon. So this triggers important matters, and especially initiatives, which is what Mars is about: initiating, starting new beginnings, moving forward, solving, fixing problems in regards to your career, in regards to your social status. So you will initiate some new beginnings there, which can actually strengthen your social status in your career and your authority over the next 2.5 years. So especially in October and part of November, while Mars is still in our 10th house Aries, be active in career. If you want something, go after it in regards to your career. If you have some projects, very likely some new projects will appear in regards to your career, to push us forward, to take them, to tackle them. If there is some problem, because Mars is also a bit of an aggravated planet, and there is some problems that are coming to us in regards to our careers, Mars will also help us resolve them very quickly, and they will appear. Wherever Mars goes, some problems appear, but Mars quickly resolves those problems, especially when it's moving direct and it's exalted in our 10th house in Capricorn. So we solve those problems in October, Aries, anything to do with authority figures, with parents, 10th house is also parents, anything to do with social status, anything to do with our career and any worldly duties and responsibilities. If any problems come, we solve them very practically, very rationally, because Mars is in Capricorn, very rational sign. Mars loves to be in Capricorn. It doesn't solve problems like getting angry. It does it peacefully, it does it with self-control, and that's how we're going to solve career problems, and that's how we're going to move through and forward and confirm our social status in October and increase our authority in some way, and even make some breakthroughs in regards to our career, or start some initiatives which can impact us for the next 2.5 years. If you've been feeling stagnant in regards to career, for example, or not having enough energy to do something, or things are not moving, Mars comes into our 10th house and really starts things pumping and moving. And Mars is us. Remember, Aries is ruled by Mars. So we kind of very much focus about those worldly duties, starting the things, moving, shaking. And if there's some problems and confrontations with authority figures, again, as I said, don't go face, confronting them angrily, because the power is in them, is in the 10th house of those authority figures. It's there with Mars. Approach them diplomatically, approach them more conservatively, and approach them with a practical, rational, calm attitude, and you'll be able to really solve those issues and move forward, and even raise the opinion of you in their eyes. And those of you who are self-employed and they don't have bosses above you, you have extra duties, extra work, the workload increases, the duties and responsibilities increases. Some new initiatives there are happening, and you're quite hectic, quite busy in regards to taking new initiative, making new directions in your career in some way. So yeah, that's very interesting. That's basically how the whole energy is happening. Venus is in our 8th house, or big part of October, which means that we can benefit financially or morally or materially in some way through others. So ask for support and you will receive it. Ask and it is given from others. The sensual intensity increases when Venus is in the 8th house, and ability to connect on a deeper level. But again, the 8th house is other people house, just like the 7th one. The 7th one, where Mercury, Sun and Jupiter are, and Venus is in another relationship house. So again, you see how there is focus there. So there is a possibility to increase intensity and passion in the relationship, to receive something from others. The 8th house is resources from others, material, financially, to benefit in some way by cooperating with others. So thank you so much, Aries, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me also on Facebook. I do daily few posts on astrology, on tarot, on announcing interesting information, and the name of the Facebook page is Astrology. Thank you.